Welcome back to the Navy Sports Magazine Show, presented by Navy Federal Credit Union. Navy Federal Credit Union is a proud supporter of Navy athletics. And I'm now joined by one of the best 141-pound wrestlers in the country this season, Josh Koderhandt. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thanks for having me on.
Josh, when you first hear captain of the Navy Midshipman Wrestling Program, what does that designation mean to you?
Yeah, it means a lot. It's voted on by my teammates, so I think that's a big part of what makes it mean so much because they kind of see like the work that I put in and the kind of person that I am. And they want me leading them and showing them the way to success a little bit. But it means a lot. I mean, I've dedicated 16 years of my life to this sport, and to be able to be the captain of the team is awesome.
You're currently ranked the seventh best wrestler at 141 pounds in the country at the moment. What has gone into that ranking? Has been anything in particular that you've really worked on in your years in Annapolis?
Um, yeah, I mean there's a lot that goes into it. I think that's a pretty there isn't really a right answer for this one, but I mean everything that I've done for the past 2, 3 years has been leading up to winning a national title this year. It's diet, living the lifestyle, just everything that I do is aimed towards becoming the best wrestler that I can be.
Growing up just outside of St. Louis, I imagine it has to be pretty hard to diet, especially when you get a chance to go back home with all the good barbecue that you got around you.
Yeah, yeah, going home. I try not to go home for too long during the season because I there's a lot of good food around me and I can get a little fat whenever I'm at home.
Well, you have a chance to fatten up on your win-loss record against the Black Knights coming up here, man. 3-0 so far in your college career, a chance to cap a clean sweep against the Black Knights. What's the mindset going into this star match against Army?
Yeah, just keep doing what I've been doing. I'm Army isn't my end goal. I'm not gonna be beating the Army guy for in the national finals most likely. So um, but it's good. Big rivalry. They always show up in this duel, no matter how lopsided it might look on paper. It's always a tight duel. But just keep doing what I've been doing all year and trying to score points. Hopefully, get some bonus points for the team and get the dub in the duel.
But Josh, even back in high school, I'm sure you had duels where you would walk into the gym and you might have had an idea of how it's going to go. What makes this duel with Army, though, so unique?
Man, it's kind of hard to say exactly what it is, but you walk in the building and you can just feel you can really feel a difference in this duel because you got so many alumni that show up. Last year Alumni Hall doesn't get like packed super often, but just about every seat in that lower bowl is filled. Now it just means a lot. Nobody ever wants to lose to Army, and now we've got a star wall on, or yes, a bunch of stars on our wall in the wrestling room that has the name of the team captain, and if they beat Army. So I would like to have my name up on that wall, be a part of history for forever. So yeah, it's a really important duel. And it's also gonna be a little different this year. It's gonna be to win the conference dual title, which is a pretty big deal. We haven't done that since I've been here. I'm not sure when the last time that happened was, but I know it's probably been a little while.
Well, it's thanks to a hot start by you guys. I mean, you begin 1-3, and all of a sudden you're starting to roll really well. You've won four duels in a row. What has been the main key to success for you guys?
Yeah, I think the way that our schedule's set up this year, tough in the beginning. Typically in the past, we've had a pretty hot start and then kind of went downhill a little bit after Christmas break. And this year, it's been the complete opposite. which is good. Guys are peaking at the right time. Got Army coming up, and then conference, and then into nationals. But just the way the schedule's been set up, and then I think the mindset of everybody in the room right now is really good and right where it needs to be.
All right, let's allow you to be selfish for a moment here because you are not shy about your national championship aspirations. How do you get that done here as the season winds down?
I mean, just keep doing what I've been doing. I like to think that my number 7 or whatever it is ranking is a little bit low. I had a 2-point match with the national champ last year. I've beaten top 5 guys, so I mean there's no doubt in my mind that if we wrestled the national tournament tomorrow, I'd win it. But yeah, just staying sharp, keep on doing the things that I've been doing right. Fixing a few things here and there, and just staying laser focused.
Why has the Naval Academy, Josh, allowed you to thrive and put yourself in position to potentially win it all?
Yeah, I mean the coaching staff obviously is awesome. I wanted to wrestle for Coach Koderhandt my whole life. He's played a big part of that. The partners in the room, these guys, they're my best friends, and they will be for the rest of my life. But there's not a lot of room for error at the Naval Academy. Our schooling's a little bit harder than what a normal college athlete's going through. And we've also got the military part of it. We've got obligations every night pretty much. So it kind of forces you to make a schedule every week, and I try not to deviate from that as much as I can because you know I I know what my day looks like every day, and not a lot of people can do that. Can do that and stick to that, and we don't have a choice but to stick to that. So it it makes it easier for me. I do good on a strict schedule.
Josh, two more things for you before I let you go. The first would be you mentioned Coach Collette. What makes that relationship so special? Maybe aside from what the spectator would see on a dual night in Alumni Hall.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think everybody, at least I know for me for sure, I was shocked whenever I first met him because everybody, seeing him wrestle and then like interviews that he's been in, he can seem like a intimidating guy, but he's really not. He's super, super friendly with us, and then he really cares about us. No, he doesn't only want us to be great wrestlers, he also wants us to be great people and great husbands in the future, great dads, whatever it might be. He just cares about everybody.
And lastly, you touched on wanting to have your star as a captain on the wall in the wrestling room. When future guys at the academy look at that star, what's one characteristic about Josh Koderhamp that you hope you left as a legacy?
Ooh, it's a good question. I'm gonna go with I I think work ethic. I think most of the guys that know me know that I I'm a pretty much always in the wrestling room working out, trying to get better. And I try to pass that along to my teammates, like bringing them in for extra workouts that I'm doing. And I hope that, for the captains that come in behind me, whoever it might be next year and the year after, I hope that they can pass that along and keep on pushing that down the line and really making Navy wrestling a top 10, top 5 program eventually.
Awesome. Josh, thank you so much for your time. Go beat Army.
Awesome. Will do.